Hello everybody, this video is for an assignment in our theology class. Our assignment is to summarize and share the gospel with someone. I chose to explain by example. I read the chapters from the Gospel of John that we were assigned. That was John chapters 13 through 21. In this gospel, John shares the preparation of the resurrection of Jesus. He begins with the washing of the feet. He washes the feet of his disciples to show them that he so loved them that he would wash their feet for them. He tells of the disciples of their love for him and of his love for them. And he tells of the defiance of Jude, the denial of Peter. Jesus then tells them, "I give you a new commandment. Love one another, such as my love has been for you. So must your love be for each other. This is how all will know you for my disciples, by your love for one another." He goes on to describe, and by he I mean John, goes on to describe each of the events that will happen in the process leading to the torture of Jesus and his crucifixion. Jesus tells his disciples that there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friend, just as he is to do for us. He tells us, it was not you who chose me, it was I who chose you to go forth and bear fruit. Your fruit must endure, so that all you ask of the Father in my name, he will give you. So here he's not saying literally that we should bear fruit, meaning give birth, have children, but to spread his word being the fruit, so that they too can pass on the word to other, to people that we trust and we believe that are believers of God, so that they, like I said, they too can spread the word. And with enough of us speaking his word, we might even make a change. Jesus does warn that those that don't believe will shun us and turn us away. They will kick us out of their groups. We'll be called names, like people call people Bible thumpers, or they're too charismatic. They just, like, we think too much of ourselves. John describes of the grief Jesus says the disciples will feel for his death. He describes it similarly to that of the grief of a mother when she gives birth to her child, not being able to feel that baby so close to her anymore. But that grief quickly turns into joy, knowing that she's going to have that child in her life, Lord willing, a long time. So too will we have Jesus and God in our lives, so long as we continue to believe in him. He prays for his disciples. He tells of his death and resurrection. Jesus says, "Blessed are they who have not seen and have believed." I like to give the analogy of the fact that people say, "Well, how do you know there was a Jesus?" Well, you've never seen him. And to me, it's like, have you ever seen $1 million? Most of us haven't. Not in cold hard cash. We've heard of it, but if you haven't seen it, how do you know there is? So in closing, we take away that if we love each other, if we continue to believe, even if we haven't seen him, we will be saved and allowed into his kingdom. I think that to explain a gospel, you have to actually read it and understand it yourselves in order for you to be able to explain it to anybody else. So that was my takeaway on it. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a blessed evening.